we run this route going up 75 quite a bit. Normally we stop at Ashburn as our first stop, and as soon as we left the house I thought it was strange that it was telling us Valdosta. Well, it turns out the car was actually right. As you can see here, we've lost almost 46 miles due to a headwind, and that's making the difference, which is causing us to have to stop at Valdosta. It wasn't quite as bad as the car originally said. It was going to have us get to Valdosta with 19%. We're going to pull in with 26%, but either way, not making Ashburn today was just kind of wind. And we're making our first stop here in Valdosta. This is a really quick charge. We'll be out of here and on to the next pretty quickly here. And we just got here to Ashburn. Our second stop. This is one we normally can make in one charge. However, we lost another 25 miles due to this wind, which this audio might not even come through because of. So that was a total of 75 miles of range lost to the wind. Quite a strong headwind. Probably one of the biggest ones I've ever faced here. Well, we're at our popular stop here at Buc-ee's, charging up, and we noticed they're putting in a ton of V4 cabinets over there. So must be a really popular stop to be adding that many more stalls here. And we're making our final stop here in Gainesville, a little northeast of Atlanta, heading up to Hiawassee. This will get us the rest of the way there.
After a long day in the car, we let the girls stretch their legs at the lakefront playground in Hiawassee. This lakefront park has a playground, a beach along the lake, and plenty of benches to enjoy the view. The lake has 132 miles of shoreline and is a popular vacation spot for swimming, boating, and fishing. Once the girls wore themselves out, we headed on over to Hiawassee Brew for dinner before heading home to rest and charge the car up for a day in Helen, Georgia tomorrow. We compared our stats from this trip to another trip we took where we drove the same stretch from Ashburn to Fort Valley to see just how much range we lost. Despite the higher temperatures during a previous trip, we lost 8% more range on this trip due to the headwind. Between Ashburn and Fort Valley, we had a sustained wind of nearly 16 miles per hour. The wind caused us to have to make an extra stop in Valdosta.
It's hard to do.
Of course it's hard.
I'm going.
You giving up?
Yeah. I mean, if I can't do it that close, there's no way. Oh my gosh! Did you catch it?
Yes!
Oh my gosh, Mina!
After mini golf, we headed into downtown Helen and attempted to utilize the EV charging, but unfortunately, neither of these chargers worked. So we will head over to the nearby Tesla superchargers with the new V4 cabinets after we enjoy some time in downtown Helen. Helen is a town that looks very European, complete with some great German beers, crepes, and European architecture. There is a river in town that many people go tubing in during the warmer months. Helen is also known to be a wonderful town to spend Christmas. It is definitely a very touristy location, but there are some beautiful and quiet areas of town as well. We will take you to one of the nice trails a little off the beaten path, the Hardman Farm Heritage Trail, before we head to the Superchargers to round out our day in Helen.
And our first V4 supercharger is actually in Helen, Georgia. Spent the day in the town and just getting charged up.
This was one of our least efficient trips. The headwind reduced our efficiency a great deal. Despite the winds and the fact that we charged up more than we drove in preparation for tomorrow's activities, we still managed to come out ahead of a gas car, but definitely not by as much as usual. Stay tuned for part 2 of our time in Hiawassee, where we feature Tallulah Gorge, Bell Mountain, and our drive back to Florida. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. In the meantime, you can see our footage from our first trip to Hiawassee from a couple of years ago.